Hey there, everyone. Welcome back to JD's Barbecue and Bourbon, where if you cook outside, it's barbecue. Today I'm cracking open my favorite Chinese-American dish called Egg Foo Young, a delicious, flavorful, simple dish to make at home. Let me start you off with a little history. Egg Foo Young actually has its roots in Chinese cuisine, but the version we know and love in the West is a Chinese-American creation. It's believed to be inspired by Foo Young egg slices, a Cantonese dish made with fluffy scrambled eggs and vegetables. When Chinese immigrants came to the United States in the late 1800s and early 1900s, they adopted their recipes to suit local taste and ingredients, giving birth to Egg Foo Young. To start, I like to keep it simple with green onions, some white onions sliced thin, salt, MSG, sugar, then sesame oil separated from the rest of the veggies, a little bit of pepper, some flour, and cornstarch. What an amazing idea to use a white dish to put all these white ingredients in. I'll bring it back in a few minutes. Okay, and this is for our gravy for our Egg Foo Young. This is some chicken stock I made just from chicken bones, all that sorts of stuff. In case I don't have enough, I do have some store-bought crap on reserve. You can just use this exclusive if you want to. And to that chicken stock, pop the lid off here. We're going to add 1/4 onion, same one I used before. Don't need to be so thin with this because we're actually not going to leave this in. We're going to strain this out. Go straight in. And I want to try something I saw recently on how to mince garlic. Severely easy, and that is by using a meat cleaver, smacking it, and as soon as you hit that garlic and you're going down onto it, take your knife and move it. So I'll give it one try, see if I can get it. If not, I'll just do it the normal way. Nah, not good. This doesn't, like I said, doesn't need to be completely minced, but because we're gonna strain this out. I have more garlic. Let's give that another shot. Better, but not great. Pathetic. And last one, my 4th piece of garlic. Better, but still awful. That goes into our chicken stock. Don't know exactly how much soy sauce I'm going to use yet, but I'm going to go ahead and put quite a bit in here. This is just for coloring. We'll use salt and MSG for our actual saltiness. Speaking of our MSG, okay, these are just a flavor, so start light. If we want more salt, MSG, sugar, whatever later, we'll just add that later. And a little bit of salt, maybe a teaspoon. Same thing, white pepper, but I'm just using black pepper. About the same amount as the salt. Then just to make sure it's nice and healthy, I'm going to come in about half a teaspoon of some sugar. So I'll take this outside. I already have some oil going, some water going. We'll get all this cooked up. Make sure you have all your ingredients ready to go before you even start this, because stuff goes fast and you can quickly burn stuff if you're not ready. See you outside. All right, first thing we need to do is we need to get our bean sprouts in our boiling water. Before we do that, we need to just chop these up a little bit, reduce their size. Should do just fine and get these dumped in. Get those covered. It'll take about 30 seconds. Get our pork going here. This is 1.5 pounds. I'm not going to use anywhere near all this. This is 90 if you're wanting to know. And here I have some oil just heating up. Just an oil, about 1.5 cups. Okay, here we have 1.5 pounds of some 90-10 ground pork. Gonna get that on the griddle so it gets nice and brown. Once it gets brown, we're going to pull it off, but it's going to take a bit. After 30 seconds to a minute, we're going to pull our bean sprouts off and get them drained. So this isn't normally how I do it, but just so you can see it. I'm going to take a meat masher here and just push as much of this water out as I can. Don't want this to be soupy at all, so get this pretty dried off. Feel free to use whatever protein you like. Chicken, pork, and shrimp are pretty customary, but beef and everything else would work just fine here. Once you're pretty sure that that's all drained, we're just going to kind of dump this back into this bowl that we brought it out in. And our wok to the back here. And while our pork's finishing up, I have here is some sesame oil, some cornstarch, flour, pepper, salt, MSG, onion, and some green onion. Just knock that in there. Take out half of this, add it directly into our mixture here. And the other we'll just move over into a container. And then it would not be Egg Foo Young without eggs, so we're going to start with 5. We'll mix it up and see if we need more. And to mix this, you don't want to overwork it too much because it will get watery on you really fast. So what we're going to do is just gently fold all of our ingredients together. So you can see how it's loose, but it's not soupy, I guess, would be the good way to describe it. That's about what you want. Set that off to the side. Now we want to lay down a lot of oil. Normally you do this in a wok, but I only have the one, and trying to do this pretty fast because it's starting to rain. Spread that out. Now to portion this, what you want to do is get about a half cup ladle and just fill it up. See how there's just a bunch of crap hanging off the side? Just give it a couple shakes until you don't have just a bunch of stuff hanging off, and put that down. Alright, let this go untouched for about 2 minutes here, then I'll check on the bottom side to see where we're at. Okay, these look like they should be ready to flip. I do like my Egg Foo Young more done than I like normal eggs. Yeah, I'm actually going to let these go. I have this on pretty low. I'm going to turn this up to high. How well you can see. This one here, we got some brownie right there, so I'm going to give it a flip. That's what you want to see right there. This one also has that brownie. Beautiful. Move this. We're just doing better over here. Go ahead and turn these last two. Let these rock for a little bit longer, and I think we're good. So these are looking absolutely amazing. Time to take these off. Put these on plate. Now we can start making our gravy. So I have about 2 cups of oil in my wok here. See that we're trying to add some flour, just using my ladle here to make sure I don't add too much. Keep that going so it doesn't clump up. We are going to sieve this, so we have a couple clumps. It doesn't really matter, but don't want a lot. We're just going to come in here with our mixture we made earlier for it. Our onions, garlic. So we're going to let this go on high for 5 to 10 minutes. We need this onion, this garlic, everything to leach its flavors out into the sauce. We need this to thin down quite a bit. So just gonna let this go. Not really gonna touch it. Might come out here and stir it occasionally. But you don't need to watch that. I'll bring it back whenever it's time to get this pulled off. All right, see here the bubbles, they're nice and getting pretty big before they pop. And then it pretty much just sticks to the back of the spoon, give it a taste test. That's exactly what I was looking for. Just one last time, just come in here, put that up on the side, get all the heat out. Or if you want it darker, you can always add more soy sauce. That's pretty much the only thing soy sauce does to this. A little bit of saltiness, but color is the main thing. We're going to strain this. Take a bowl here with a colander and just strain out the onions, the garlic, and everything else that is in the sauce. Give that a good mash to get all the deliciousness out. Alright, we just need to get a nice little bowl here for our Egg Foo Young. Select a delicious candidate right there. And then drizzle on a healthy portion of our Egg Foo Young gravy. That looks absolutely delicious. Let's give it a taste. For some reason, I got a spoon instead of a fork. Yeah, it's time to give our Egg Foo Young a delicious taste here. Let's cut off that nice little portion here. Plenty of gravy on this. That is so delicious. It's absolutely my favorite thing I get at Chinese restaurants. And what you saw me make today would probably cost over 50 to 60 bucks to get that many portions at a Chinese restaurant. Make this at home, I probably paid $8 for what I made today. And I can portion this out over many, many meals. Oh, that does remind me. I have these as a sponsor video coming up here shortly about portioning out some future meals. They're about $1 each, so I'll go over all that in a future video, but if you want to check that out, probably be in a week or two. Really nice, really thick. I have these already open. I'm doing some stress testing on them to make sure, you know, they're reusable. But hey, I hope you enjoyed this video. Tell me down below in the comments what your favorite Chinese food is, how you cook it. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Be sure to check out this other amazing video.